I'll be teaching you how to gather your raw content for your SIWES report. Vividly, you can check through my previous video in which I made mention in the video that my next video on SIWES guide will be how to gather your raw content for your SIWES report. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are watching me. Welcome to the Weather Production YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'll be teaching you how to gather your raw content for your SIWES report. So, my dear guys and listeners at home, if it's the first time of you watching this video, my name is Adesoya Joseph Pascal, a undergraduate of Adesoya Polytechnic in Ijebu. So, let's dive on to what is needed. Thank you. So this video will not be too long and this video will not be too short. So what are the things you need to write your report? As you can see here, my report is with me, and with my own best of knowledge, this is a well detailed report. So many of you have been thinking, okay, now that I filled my logbook and my logbook is well filled and everything, how am I going to come up with writing my report by myself? I got you covered in this video. Just watch through from the beginning to the end, and please grab your book and pen to write out the points I will be giving you in this video. So important, please. So let's move on to what is next. So before you write your report, since you'll be needing to write your report, first you'll be needing your front page. Your front page consists of your name, matric number, department, and the name where you did your SIWES. The name of the place, like that's the place of attachment where you do your SIWES. So I'll be dictating it out. It will be in this format. It will be in this format. Hope you are seeing it. So I'll try to read it out. Technical report on student industrial work experience scheme bracket SIWES. Then undertaken at the name of where you did your SIWES by your name, your full name, your matric number, then submitted to department of, if you are in computer science, submitted to the department of computer science. If you are in SLT, submitted to department of science laboratory tech, school of science, Adesoya Polytechnic, or the name of your school will be there. Then impartial fulfillment of the requirements for the award of national diploma in the name of your department. If you are writing your report for your 300 level stage, you can put impartial fulfillment for the requirements for degree, national degree BSc requirements. So the next page will be certification. So certification is the affirmation that you really undergo the SIWES, which is it was satisfied that Joseph so with matriculation that's for the department of School of Management and Business Study at Adesoya Polytechnic Ijebu carried out the SIWES work experience scheme at, you put the name where you do your SIWES there. So what you need is first thing your front page and then your certificate. You can use ChatGPT to use it to organize the each context for this, but in my next video I'll be showing you a guide on how to do that. So you will move over to the next one now, which is the next stage is dedication. So you need to write who you are dedicating the report to. This report is dedicated to God Almighty, my parents, who's unwilling support, and all those that you understand that aspect. So please write it down. Please, I'll be coming again. The things you'll be needing for the content of your SIWES report. Number one, your first page, your front page, rather, your certification, dedication. We are in dedication now. Then we move over to the next one, acknowledgement. You now acknowledge. You can also use ChatGPT to write your acknowledgement. Then the next is TOC. That's table of contents. That leads me to how to gather raw content for your reports. So now, before you gather your contents for your report, first you need to have the structure of how you want to write your report. And I'm telling you now that immediately after you watch this video, you should go ahead and draw out this table of contents, and then you are on the way of creating a unified report for yourself. And if you can follow through the steps I will give you, I bet you your report will be well vetted and accepted. Sorry. So table of contents, you now list out your table of contents like this. I'm not sure if you are seeing it. Your table of contents like this. So in this your table of contents, you have to list out those things I've given you now. Those things like your title page, which is your front page, your certification, your dedication, acknowledgement, and table of contents. You have to list them out. Like that, and then you now start with your chapter 1. Okay, what should be contained in your chapter 1? That's the questions to ask, and I will answer you right away. Your question 1 should contain introduction to SIWES. What is SIWES itself? What is the meaning of SIWES? Introduction to SIWES. A little history about SIWES. That's introduction to SIWES. How do you understand SIWES? Then you move over to history of SIWES. How the SIWES came to be. Then you move over to purpose of SIWES. All this you should be writing it down. Please, if you miss any part, do well to go back to the video and then try to list out these parts. Please, I don't know if I'm too fast. The next part is purpose of SIWES. You write that too, and then SIWES in your department. How is SIWES related to your department? Take for example, I'm a mass comm student. SIWES, purpose of SIWES for mass comm students. AI will help you do those ones, but you need to know what you want to write first before using AI. That's why I said I will create how to gather your content video before giving you how to get the content. Don't worry, AI will be doing the most part of the video of the work, because you wouldn't want to stress your brain, I know. So immediately after purpose of SIWES, you are going to write the importance of SIWES in your department. you are going to write the purpose of CIWES in your department, and then you move over to chapter 2. So your chapter 2 must contain your organizational background. Yeah, chapter 2. Please write it down. I repeat myself. Your chapter 2 must contain organizational background. So this is where you write about the organization, where you did your CIWES. This is where you write about it. It is in chapter 2. You are going to mention about where you do your CIWES. So your organizational background of where you did your CIWES should contain the company overview, which states the organization name, the registration number, that's the RCN. You can ask them wherever you are working, the RCN number, and the dates in which it was established, the dates in which that organization was established, and then the company, what they specialize in, where they are, like their location. You break it down, their location, where they are, places they have worked. If they have branches, you can list them out, and then you now come to the next stage. Hope you are writing all these steps down. You come to the next stage, which is the vision of this place of attachment in which you have worked. The vision, you write it, and then their mission. Their vision and mission is very important. Okay, I work with this social company. Their company vision is to boost business, what is it called? Their business presence and impact people's lives. Their mission is to render adequate service to their clients and all those stuff. But get your attachment, mission, and vision. So next thing, you move to current values. So these companies that you have worked, they have values, they have current values. That's let me say organization value. You know, in social study, we have different types of value. We have personal value, we have general value, for those people that know that aspect. So this one is current value. That's the place of attachment, their current value. So you list them out. Then you list their services. So you list their services. If they have two types of services, you can classify them under soft services. For example, for those of you that went to companies like factories, you know that you have it in mind that those companies have soft services and hard services. So soft services are services that can just be done within a twinkle of an eye, and then hard services are services that requires you need to sign safety precaution list and all those one. So let's move over. So after you are done with your chapter 2, you now move over to your chapter 3, which is the objective of CIWES program and general objective. You move over to objective of CIWES program. Please and please, if there is any part you did not understand, please do well to ask your question in the comment section. I will answer you there. I cannot be answering a lot of questions on my WhatsApp. I cannot be answering a lot of questions because I already detect when I create videos like this, I will be getting questions on my WhatsApp. Please immediately watch this video and you don't understand any part, ask the question in the comment section. I will answer you there because I always get a lot of messages on WhatsApp. So that being said, we move over to chapter 3. The objective of CIWES program. The objective of CIWES program, you list it out. AI will help you do those things. So just list them out the way I'm mentioning it. Then the next one is general objective. That's due to where you have worked, their objectives. Then that brings down to a drop down of personal objective. Your own personal objective in that place that you did your CIWES. Then chapter 4, we're already getting there. Chapter 4, you now move over to CIWES experience. This is where you now start your narration. My CIWES program was carried out at, you start with your introduction on that CIWES experience. That's your chapter 4, remember. My CIWES program was carried out at so company, a lending firm in the field of industry, facility and those and that. The program spanned between a period of 4 months, starting from 25th of August 2025 to the date you are finishing, 2025, November 28th, 2025. So you continue during my time there. That's narrating, but you cannot be going far. But AI can simply help you on that note. Then the overview of the organization. So that's chapter 1 of 1 is introduction. That's your CIWES experience. Then chapter 4 of 2, that's 4.2. That's overview of the organization. Okay, so company I did my CIWES is a local medium enterprises, that's SME, and those that you now describe the companies and everything. After you now describe everything about the company, you now move over to 4.3. That's chapter 3 of 4 chapter. Like chapter 4 of 3, that's 4.3. I hope you are writing it down. Please, if you miss any part, try to replay the video so that you can get it. So responsibilities and tasks. That place you did your CIWES, what are your responsibilities there? Okay, administrative support. I help in this. So, but in the video I'll be creating afterward, you know I've made mention of it, of how to gather your content for your CIWES. I'll be teaching you how to use AI, because you cannot just give AI that writes my project for me. I'll be my CIWES report for me. You just write rubbish for you. So there's a way you can use AI. So I'll be teaching you that too. But you need to understand these aspects first before writing your report. That's why I'm emphasizing on this part. So please, so sorry the video will be quite long, but I'm very sure that at the end of this video, you will have 1 or 2 knowledge to add to yours. So thank you. So after responsibilities and tasks that you have listed out, please and please, you need to list up to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks and responsibilities that you carried out within your 4 months or 6 months. So we move over now to the next chapter, which is chapter 5. Guess what? This chapter 5, you are to write the skills acquired. Remember, I've not mentioned your logbook. Many persons will be now be thinking, but I've been filling my logbook, and Joseph, what you have been mentioning from the front page to chapter 5, you haven't said anything like I'm going to transfer everything that is in my logbook to my report. Is it that I will not write everything in my logbook inside my report? Now, very soon I'll soon answer that your question. But this is a report, and it only requires summary. Yes, it only requires summary of everything you do in your report. You are giving feedback, like the school has sent you out. That okay, go out, experience, observe, explore, and give us a feedback. So there's no time for story. You just need to go straight to the point, and you need to arrange your chapters in this format I'm giving you, so you won't end up having issues. I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. Remember, your report should not have nothing not less than 7 chapters. Minimum of 7 chapters, at most 8 chapters. It should not be more than 8 chapters. At most 8 chapters. So everything you need to write should contain chapter 1 to chapter 8. And if you are not having much content, it should not be lesser than chapter 7. There's reason for that, and you will soon detect and thank me later. So after chapter 4, which is responsibility and tasks, we now have chapter 5, skills acquired. You cannot tell me that in the period of 4 months that you use in that your place of attachment, you did not have any skills attached, like you did not learn any new skills. So this is where you are going to narrate the skills, list them out, organize them out. We have technical skills, organizational skills, we have problem solving skills, communication skills. You need to indicate it. Financial management knowledge on how to manage financial problems and all those that. Teamwork and collaboration. That's where you did your CIWES, you work as a teamwork. You tell, I've been able to learn how to work as a team, and then all those things. That's for another day. Then you move over to chapter 6. I think chapter 5 has the smallest content out of all the chapters. So you move over to chapter 6. Let me write it down. Chapter 6. Yeah, hope you are writing it down too. Chapter 6. This is where we get to. Chapter 6 now contains challenges encountered. Challenges encountered. You can't tell me that you did not face any challenges during your CIWES. You can start thinking of some challenges in your mind right from now, but actually it's not what you are thinking. You might think, okay, no transport to go daily to where I was doing my CIWES. That's a challenge. Yes, it is a challenge, but you are going to include it in this write-up. But that's why you are going to put it. No transport. Okay, anything apart from no transport. What are the challenges you have faced? It's not yet. What is it called? Not having transport is a common challenges. So you need to look for challenges. You need to start thinking of the challenges you face during your CIWES. Okay, let me quickly read out my own challenges. For example, you can listen attentively. I'll be fast about it. My CIWES internship presented a few challenges in which I embraced as an opportunities for growth. One of the major challenges I faced was understanding complex financial statements. At first, I struggled to interpret financial data, but I sought guidance from my supervisors and colleagues, and through their support, I was able to improve my skills in financial data interpretation. Another challenge was problem solving, where I had to think creatively to resolve complex issues. These challenges taught me valuable lessons in adaptability, resilience, and the importance of seeking help when needed. That's my own challenge. I don't say you should write your own diary, but that is my challenge. You see that it is well detailed and straight to the point. There's not at most, your challenges should not be more than 3 paragraphs or 2 paragraphs at most. But you can see my own is 3 paragraphs. So your challenges should not be more than 3 paragraphs. So then you now move to achievements and contribution. So we are still under chapter 6. No, we are still under chapter 6. Chapter 6, yes. So chapter 6, achievements and contributions. During your CIWES, what do you achieve? What knowledge do you achieve? Don't worry, I'll be teaching you in the video on how to use AI to write your report, on how to bring the comment, because reading it out will not be necessary. The video is somehow getting long, but I hope I'm passing a message, and I hope you are getting it. So the next one is lesson learned. The next one is lesson learned. What are the lessons you learned during your CIWES industrial work experience scheme? What are the lessons you learned? For 4 months, if you don't learn any lesson, it is very painful, but in your report you need to include it. So my lesson learned was very much, and then don't worry, in the next video we'll see how we'll pile it up, and then I'll give it to you. Then that's all for chapter 6. Then we now move over to chapter 7, which is, guess what? Which is conclusion. So I guess that listeners at home, you might be surprised. Conclusion as well. You have not mentioned anywhere you use your logbook and those and this and that. Yes. Your chapter 7 is conclusion. So now, you remember I said earlier that your report should not be less than 7 chapters and should not be at most more than 8 chapters. So now, your conclusion should carry everything you have written in your chapters, everything in the chapters together, put together to form your conclusion, and then that is the final stage. So the next one is the appendix. The appendix consists of the table of content. So this is very optional. So this chapter 8 is optional. It's either you choose to write it, to include it, or not to include it. But if you will include the chapter 8 in your report, kindly let me know in the comment section, I will try to reach out to you, and then we see how I can guide you. If I get more persons requesting that they want to include chapter 8 in their report, I will know what to do to that. But chapter 8 carries the appendix, so that's a SIWES program schedule, like the way it's been scheduled. So that's where you now bring in your logbook. So you are going to outline the activities, then dates. So your dates now will be maybe August 25th to August 29th. These activities was carried out between this week, and then you come over to the next week, and then the following weeks, and then you do it like that. So that's what carries for chapter 8. Then task and description goal, that's appendix B. So your task and description related to your logbook you are drawing in your chapter 8, you include it there. Then organizational skills, problem solving skills, and all those things. Then challenges phase, that's appendix D. Challenges phase and the solution, and how you were able to solve those challenges. But some persons might decide not to write it. It's not very necessary. But as I've said earlier, comment in the comment section if you would like to add chapter 8. So these are all the content you need to put your SIWES report together. I hope you have now have with this. I hope you have now have a full understanding of how to prepare a raw content, to gather a raw content for your SIWES report, so that at the end of your SIWES, writing your report won't be a problem to you. And the reason why I'm doing this video is I've go through it, I have done it, and I am experienced in that aspect. And if I'm not duplicating the knowledge, it is a waste. So that's my essence of making this video, to teach you, not for anything. Once as you're learning from me, you can as well teach other persons. Yeah, you can as well teach other persons. So my dear fellow students, I will be reading out again the content you'll be needing for your SIWES. So I'll start on the table of contents. First of all, you'll be needing your title page, your certification, your dedication, your acknowledgement, table of content, and your chapter 1. And so your chapter 1 includes introduction to SIWES, history of SIWES, purpose of SIWES, SIWES in your department. Then chapter 2, organizational background, services and history, overview, vision and mission, core value. And then the next chapter is chapter 3, which is objective of SIWES program, general objective in your place of SIWES, and then personal objectives. Chapter 4 contains the SIWES experience, your own personal experience, overview of the organization, responsibilities and tasks you manage during your SIWES, skills acquired, technical skills, organizational skills, problem solving skills, and all of that. Then we move over to chapter 6, challenges encountered during your SIWES, achievement and contribution, lesson learned, and then chapter 7, conclusion and reference. The reference, I'll be telling you how you sort out for your reference, like the meaning of SIWES, reference where you get those write-up from, that's where you'll be listing this. And the last but not the least is chapter 8, which is the appendix. So the chapter 8 is optional. I repeat, the chapter 8 is optional. As soon as you have your conclusion, you are good to go. So my dear viewers and listeners at home, I hope you all have been able to learn from this video. So if I've given you a value, what else are you waiting for? Please do well to like this video, comment thank you in the comment section, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost you anything. Click on the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, so that when I drop engaging videos like this, you might be first to get notified. And I've done my part by recording this video. Do your part by sharing to other students who could not get this information. I don't have everybody on my contact list, and everybody is not in my group. You know that your friend that is also doing SIWES like yourself, that is in other school, that is in your department, that is in other departments. Share them this video, let them watch this video and have the knowledge you have. And this knowledge is not for you to keep to yourself. Share with other students, and success is yours. So till next, I see you on my next video. I remain your #1 unstoppable CEO of the Motherboard Production. See you in my next video. Thank you.